Hey everybody. Sorry, I kind of fell out of the rhythm there with uploads. You know, these things happen. It's not that I haven't been working on the Jeep. I've been making little videos here and there. I figured I'd just sort of string them together and I guess sort of like a montage of stuff that I've been working on lately in the last I don't know, month or so since the last video, along with some little camping clips and stuff, just fun stuff. And hopefully the next video I'll be back on track and you know, sort of documenting a little bit better. So enjoy. All right, so I'm back working on rock lights, or adding rock lights to my system. So these are my boat side extensions. If you follow the channel, you know that this is a TJ6, meaning it's longer than a TJ. About 5 years ago, I cut it in half and stretched the body and the frame, everything back 15 inches. So when I did it, I had already, the rock rails were already on the Jeep. So obviously they were TJ spec, and so I had to extend them. So that's what these are. I'm gonna mount these with this heavy duty 3M double-sided tape for the time being. I'm thinking it should hold. This is really strong stuff. I don't necessarily want to use the screws that came with the lights, because if I were to hit something like a big rock or a heavy branch or log or something, I would rather just tear the tape off of the light and find it dangling than actually tear the screws, shear the screws off and bend damage the boat side extension. So I'm gonna go with 3M tape for the time being. All right, now that I got the boat side extension back on, I just wanted to show the difference that it makes. I got just a temporary wiring situation going on down there. So I'll show you, sort of simulate. It's not a perfect simulation because it's 12 noon and there's light coming through the garage door, but I'll try and simulate a nighttime situation. So if I got my rock lights on, normally you can see where these are the floodlights mounted up on top of the axle, and they create this edge right here, and they're great for seeing out to the passenger side and out to the driver's side and seeing what's going on underneath the belly of the Jeep. They're perfect for that. But when you get back here, there's this dead spot, and there's also another dead spot up here in front of the tire, because the tires, obviously it's casting a shadow. So I got this rear one wired temporarily, and so you can see that it's a lot better. It lights up this area here. So whereas before this was the edge of visibility, and now I got visibility all the way out here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount two more, one in the corner back here and on the other side, and that'll take care of, the only shadow I'll have is maybe like this area right here directly in front of the tire. And so this whole area here will be lit up on both sides. And I'm gonna put another one up here. I actually have it temporarily, can't really see it, but it's temporarily stuck up there for now. And that's gonna kill this shadow here and light up a little bit of this area that's being blocked by the tire. I think that should be pretty much it. That's really all the light that I'm gonna need. I'm pretty happy with this. If anybody's interested, these lights are really pretty cool. They're affordable. They're basically $5 a piece. They're $20 for 4, a set of 4. They have pretty sturdy aluminum housing. Yeah, it's aluminum. And yeah, for $5 a piece, you can't beat them. I've been buying them up. I'm using them as interior lights now too. This one's not wired in yet, but that's where it's gonna live, right up there. That's shining down sort of at an angle for my cargo area and for the back seat when it's in. And I have one mounted up here between my roll cage, and I'll show you how bright this is. They make really good interior lights. That's the majority of that light that you see there is from that. I mean, because the factory lights, I got this light I put on a switch for my daughter when she's sitting in the back seat. But the factory lights, I even upgraded to LED bulbs in these, and they're still really not that bright. So this light really floods the whole interior with light. And I think when I get this one hooked up, the interior of the Jeep is going to be super bright. And I actually got them, I put 2 in my engine compartment as well. So I got them mounted up here. I'll shut the lights off again. I'll show you how bright these things are under the hood. Look at that. There's nothing you can't see. There's not a single corner of the engine compartment that's not visible. They're perfect. So I've been getting better at reminding myself that not everything has to be a masterpiece. These are my rear LED brackets. I just made them out of some scrap. I keep a box of random brackets and stuff on my shelf that I can just sort of pick and choose from when I need. And so I grabbed these out of there and just threw them in the vise and bent them at an angle. So the way it works is I got these screws for my corner armor. So what happens is this hole here, which was already in the bracket, goes over that screw, and so the bracket fits right there. And then my LED will mount right to that bracket right there. So it'll be a little bit higher than flush with the bottom of the tub. So you won't see them unless you come down underneath the Jeep. But with them here, originally I was gonna put them up here and facing out, but they're gonna cast, the bumper's gonna cast a shadow. So I wanna have them out here so I can get the widest spread that I can possibly get. And I think, you know, following the profile of the curve on the fender, I think is on the corner armor is the best way to go. So these are going to mount just like this, one here and one on the other side. All right, here's my bracket. So there's the nutsert that I installed in the bracket to catch the 4mm screws that come with the LEDs. So that fits right up in there. I don't think I'm gonna use double-sided tape after all. These fit pretty tight. And as you can see, it's nice and clean. It's just about flush with the bottom of the tub. So there's not gonna be a whole lot to cast shadow. I'll have a little bit of shadow from the bumper out, you know, out in the center of the floor here. I know I need to zoom out here. Let's see if I can, yeah. So I'll cast a little bit of shadow off of this, but that's not really my concern because when I'm in reverse, I have these two light spots here. So if I'm backing up, I'll be able to see fine. And my camera up here has infrared too. But this is just to catch the change falling out of my pockets. No, this is just to catch the dark spot behind the tire here, that the rest of the lights up front don't cast back. So I'm gonna put one here and I'm gonna put one on the other side, and that should be good for the back of the Jeep.